What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here today, bringing to us my live reaction to Kaguya-sama Love is War, manga chapter 247. Now, the chapter's finally out. We're back from break. We are here today to read the latest installment in Aka Akasaka's masterpiece. And the timing couldn't be any more perfect because we have a very busy day coming up. Chapter's out, of course. Spider-Man released later today. I'm going to be on Roger's stream, Roger's base for the Manga of the Year Awards. So, if you do read Oshinoko, because unfortunately Kaguya-sama didn't make it into the list and stuff, but depending on now and when that comes out after, I'm going to try to crunch down and be able to catch up to Oshinoko, the last 20 so chapters that I have, so I could be able to defend Akasaka in some capacity. So there might be a link afterwards somewhere around here directed to that stream, so you guys can go and check it out when it's happening live, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And but at the very least though, I could be able to read the greatness of Akasaka right now before doing that, because now that we come back from break, I have to remind myself, man, Ishigami was about to win. My boy was about to win. And to be fair, Eden was about to win too, okay? Because we know the holding the hand, sitting down, everything. We know what she was trying to do, man. But right there, they were about to go at it. And then the phone call of doom happened with Kaguya. And now I have to remind myself, we have to go and save her. Because we put her on the back burner. My selfishness has been wanting Ishigami to prosper. But now she's relayed something to Ishigami. The exacts are unknown, but we know for a fact that she's not coming back to Shuichi Academy. She's dropping out. What exactly the reason is, we don't know. I have to presume that it's something that had to do with Oko. If he found out whatever it was to be able to make Kaguya into his own puppet, because we knew that the big catalyst of all of this is whatever happens to Miyuki. If something happened to Miyuki, it'll be over for Kaguya. But for her to be act out now, to drop out, something has to go on with Oko. So we need that bald man gone. But the only way I can find out what's happening is by reading the chapter. So without further ado, let's get into this chapter, man. Chapter 247 of Kaguya-sama. And the chapter says, "You Ishigami can't bring himself to say." Oh no. Because he's gonna run into Miyuki and he can't say what it is, but we're gonna find out what it is, and he can't tell. Oh. I'm telling you, man, this ocean that may divide us, and I don't care if the borders are up, I don't care if the cases are going up, we have to talk it out, Akasaka, because this is too much pain for me. And of course, you're gonna start off with this, man. Let's fight this author, man. You see Miyuki by the window. I wonder if Shinomiya is doing alright. And then, of course, you see right there Ino and Ishigami sitting by the couch and stuff, because they know. I mean, Ishigami had to have told, the exacts beyond what we found out last week as to why she's not coming back. They know that, but it's are they about to tell Miyuki, though? He said he can't bring himself to save, but I feel like it's going to have to be forced out. We can't go the whole chapter not telling him, man. No. It's been over half a month since Shinomiya left for Kyoto. Sure, I know her family is having some issues right now, but to keep her out of school for this long, I'm starting to have my doubts over how much they really value her education. He's shooting. I don't see where he's wrong by any means necessary. Oko don't give a damn. He just wants to make money. He wants power, fame, all that and stuff. He doesn't give a damn about what's happening with his sister. As long as he can be able to use her for his own schemes and stuff, it don't matter. Education is the last thing that should be on his mind. I hope she comes back soon. I get it, but you really do love Shinomiya Senpai, don't you, President? Of course I do. You see the reaction on her face and stuff, man. I already know the waterworks are gonna start kicking in, because I don't like seeing Miyuki like this. So isn't that natural? She's my girlfriend after. Oh man, why isn't this? I hate this author, bro. And you see the look on his face. Ishigami Nino. They're oh damn, they can't see a damn thing about it. And then ring ring. Shino. Oh, it's just Hayasaka. And you see the room goes completely dark and then everything as he walks out. Hello? What do we do? What do we do? Don't ask me. I don't have no idea. If one couple right now is going through it, at the very least, I know for a fact that These two are going through their own thing too. Even if they're not official yet, they're going through it as well. Like, don't ask me, I have no idea. Is it really okay just to tell them? Can we really just say that Shinomiya Senpai won't be coming back? What do we even tell him? How do we even tell him something like that? Why would she specifically ask me to break the news to him? Couldn't she have asked someone else? It's because she trusts you. I don't know. She hasn't replied to any of my messages since that day, but I know she's seen them since they're being marked as read. At this point, I have no idea what she's thinking. Well, that's the thing, though, because we don't know if she's being watched over by Oko. So for them and stuff, I have to... it's like this. We, the readers, know, like, what to be careful of. They don't know. And that's the thing that hurts the most, is that we can't tell them that Oko is sick in the head. We can't tell them that the Shijo family is not to be completely trusted either. You know? They might have had inklings here and there in the story and stuff, right? But that's not enough to really tell, like, for them to know you can't trust these people. Both sides, you cannot trust them when it comes to Kaguya. That's the last thing to do whatsoever. So for her case, it's like, if any message she sends out to Ishigami, even to Miyuki and stuff, that's going to go right back to Oko. And she's trying to prevent that. So she has to make it seem like, you know, it's going in the favor of Oko, but it's not in a way where it goes against them and then puts harm on her friends after. So if that's how she's doing things, then it's like, it's tough, because they can't really say they know the full truth, because the truth's being hidden from them completely. So my eyes is going to be absolutely destroyed. I know that. Something bad must have happened. Something that'd be hard for her to tell him directly. I have no idea what could have happened, though. I'll tell you this. If it's some arranged marriage nonsense with Mikado, I can never forgive Akasaka. I will throw hands with them endlessly. I don't even care if he gives me a happy ending. I will throw hands endlessly. Alright? JoJo style. And won't allow him to prosper anymore if he does some nonsense like that. You see the look on Nino's face. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if the president and Shinomiya Senpai are going to end up breaking up. Oh, no. Don't even think of those things, you know. We need the ball man to die. Like, he just has to go. He has to go. Why would you think that? That's what always happens, isn't it? The president will be leaving the country next week. No, man. Oh, God. I hate this author, man. I hate this author so freaking much, bro. He can't leave the country. You, listen, I get it. You need an education. I know you need to be good, but your girl needs to be good before you're good. Like, please, Miyuki. But then it's like I'm asking kids to take care of problems that adults are causing, and then there's that stuff. That's the fine line problem with it all, because this is fiction, and maybe they're going to find something, but in the real world, let's be honest, it won't come out that way. But I can't put real life things all the time into this. At most, we can do the relationship things, but the president will be leaving the country next week, and Shinomiya Senpai won't be coming back to Shuichi. So naturally, perhaps that's what the Shinomiya family has been aiming for the whole time. Please tell me Ishigami's brain decided to go 5D and says, I have figured out exactly what their game plan is. Please tell me that's what's going on now, please. Why would you think that? What does the Shinomiya family have to gain from having them break up? Aren't traditional families just like that? Not that I would know. Commoners like us really have no way of knowing. I wonder if there's someone more familiar with this kind of stuff that we could ask. And I'm seeing a clip right there, and I have this. If that's not Nagisa, then it is. It is. I see that clip anywhere. I know it's you. But it's been some time. How are you? I see. So that's what's going on. Well, I figured it'd be something along those lines. What do you mean? The Shinomiya family is trying to marry Kaguya-sama off to someone else. I hate being right. I hate being right. And that's only half of it, because if the person in question is on the other side of it, I'm going to be down horrendous. You know, that's the exact same look I would have right now, but probably worse. Because you're probably not factoring the sickle that is Mikado that's in there. I don't trust him. I don't care. I don't trust him. Don't care. He is plotting. If you forgot about that phone call before the tea party and stuff, then that's shame on you. All right? But a real one doesn't forget. That kind of stuff still happens. Yeah, unfortunately. In traditional families like hers, it's still a common practice. Within those families, elders tend to hold a huge amount of power. This is why old people need to be in retirement homes, man. You can't have any control of nothing. It's unfortunate. I love my grandma and everything, grandpa, but let me tell you something right now, man. As soon as you hit that point where retirement's in question or you're about to hit that old age, you got to give it up. Simple as that. I'm sorry. I can't let the Oyajis and all that prosper because we saw it happen in Marineford with Whitebeard, unfortunately, so it is what it is. But back in their day, arranged marriages were the norm. Marriages were viewed not as between individuals, but rather between families. And since they were raised with that belief in mind, they hold it to be true as well. I absolutely despise that nonsense, though. Like, you got to find your person. It can't be your family that's the one that's branching out and doing that for you. Whether it's to connect with wealthy families, to build relations with powerful politicians, or to raise their prestige by becoming part of the royal family. Among the upper class, women have always been seen as nothing more than a tool to raise your own family's value. And I hate how that is, because then if you look at, I don't know how the exacts are, but if you look at exactly with in Japan with, I believe, the prime minister or the royal family, the daughter and stuff pretty much walked out with her boyfriend or her husband and stuff that's a commoner, and basically like just gave up her royal status and stuff just to live a normal life. That's what it is. It comes out at the end of the day. You want that normal life, right? Like for her, she knows that for that to happen, her husband's never going to be able to have that kind of life. She's always going to be bickered at by the family members, by the media and all that and stuff, and you can't let that happen. So if that can happen for her, man, listen, I need that then for Kaguya as well, because she's basically in a similar boat. But it's a matter of her choice of wanting that person and not by her family's hand. The roots of the patriarchy extend far and deep, I see. So that's how it is. Yeah. And that applies to me too. Oh no. No, Nagisa. Oh, please don't listen. Tsubasa a good dude. Don't do that to him too, man. Come on. If Tsubasa hadn't been the successor of a major hospital, there's no way I would have gone out with him. Oh, that's pain. Oh, that's pain. So, by luck, by the stroke of luck, because the fact that Tsubasa, okay, because we know, of course, with him and his dad being the doctor and everything, right? If that wasn't the case, oh man, that's pain. That is absolute pain. And Nagisa knows how much she likes him and everything too. And the doujins and stuff tell you how much you need to know. But it's like, god damn it, man. Because they wouldn't be able to prosper if he wasn't a success. That's how screwed up the situation is. And vice versa, could have been the same thing. If Tsubasa was going to be a successor to the hospital and stuff, and Nagisa's family wasn't well off on their own terms and stuff, then it just wouldn't work out. So the both of them had to be good, man. If Kaguya-san hadn't been the eldest daughter of the Shinomiya family, I probably wouldn't have even tried to approach her in the first place. Everything's been calculated, selfish of me, isn't it? But even so, for both Kaguya-san and me, this is what our families ask of us. This is how women born in traditional families are expected to live. But that's the thing. You can't look. This is how I was brought up. You have to fight the system. Regardless of what family you come from, regardless of how important they may be to the world, if you gotta fight your family for your world, you have to do it, unfortunately. You may create enemies within, but your happiness matters first before anyone else. That's how I was brought up to take care of things. I know some people may not have that opportunity too because of the circumstances around them and all that. But you gotta fight for your own way of life, even if it means making enemies with those that your own siblings, your own your own kin. That don't matter, man. Happiness will come first. Blood may be thicker than water, but it's not everything. Personally, I really wanted things to work out between Kaguya-san and the president. But unfortunately, why do you do this to me? Why you do this to me, bro? Oh my, I hate this author. I hate this author. You're so lucky. There's an ocean. Oh, I see that prick right there going through. Because Nagisa for sure said something regarding his name. And look at him, bro. Sitting by the freaking side. Mikado-kun. Is everything going according to your plan? I told you! I told you! I told you! The dude's on the freaking phone. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it. Like, are you telling me you're serious? You really looked at that and said, it's okay. No! No, man! The dude was freaking plotting. The goddamn dance, he was plotting. I told you this prick cannot be trusted. I don't have to turn the page to hear what he has to say. That man can't be trusted, bro. He can't. And I know this dumbass is going to be smiling. I know. I'm going to turn this page, and this man's going to be smiling. And he's going to want me to punch the goddamn monitor, but we have to be careful of our money, okay? This prick really said, well, so far at least. No. I need him in a coffin too. Oko first, but you right after have to go. I don't care. Alright? The only way Akasaka will ever turn me different from how I feel about you right now is if you're plotting. If you're plotting something that you have help. But that's a 0.1% chance. I'm not giving you that. Hell no. Freaking prick. What Kashiwagi-senpai said can't be true. Can it? I mean, this is Kaguya Shinomiya we're talking about here. I'm sure she has her family in the palm of her hand. Right? I'm sure the president will help you out. If you have something important to say, I think you should tell him directly. So this has to be what from Kaguya to thing, right? I suppose I really have to tell him myself. Oh no, Kaguya, don't. He leaves in a week. But no. Cancel tickets. I don't care if you don't get an education. You're smart enough as it is. You don't need Harvard. All right? You don't need Yale. You don't need none of that nonsense, okay? Pick up that phone, find out what the hell is going on, and then go burn down that family, man. Burn them down to the ground. I don't care. Ring, ring. President. The back of the head. Shinomiya. Have you been doing all right? Yes? I hope that all of you are still doing well, too. Yeah, of course. You don't have to worry about us. I see. I'm really happy to hear that. Oh, God. Shinomiya, you don't sound like you're doing too well. Did something happen? Oh, no. Look at the face. Oh, no. It's the discontent smile because you try to smile, but you know you're not. President, I have something really important to talk with you about. What's the serious tone? What's going on? All the time I spent... Oh, she's going to break up with him. She's going to break up with him. And then... Oh, no. No. Mikado, I will cancel tickets. I will cancel tickets right now. You need to bury the Shinomiya family. You need to bury the Shijo family. I don't care. You have to get rid of them. And then go into solace afterwards with Kaguya. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. We're not doing this, Akasaka. We're not doing this. All the time I spent with you has been filled with nothing but happiness. What I like now is to cherish those memories for the rest of my life. President, why don't we end things here? You better say no. You better say no. You better say no. Oh my god, I hate this series, man. I hate it with every passion in my body. Oh, why you do this to me? Oh. You either gonna come back and have greatness, or you're gonna have eternal pain. And Akasaka said, here, I will give you all this pain, and then I'll see you in a week. Like, God, man. Freaking, ugh. And the worst part is, too, I don't know if it's next week that we go back on break because of the holiday schedule, or next week we actually get a chapter, but then after that is when the stupid schedule thing kicks in after for the holidays. Because if I don't get a chapter next week, I'm going to be sick to my goddamn stomach, alright? That much I'll tell you right now. If I don't get a chapter next week, I'm going to be sick. Because there's no way, man. Listen, you need to take the goddamn phone that you have right now and you tell her, listen, I don't care if I see time in the penitentiary. I'm burning your family down. That bald man is the first in the coffin. Mikado is the second one in the coffin. Makoto, the freaking dad and stuff, for the Shijo family, is going in the coffin. Alright? We're not listening. He's not going to Harvard. I don't give a damn. I will cancel the tickets if he won't. Fight for your goddamn woman. Screw the royalty nonsense. All that. But how do you do it? That's the other problem. How do you do it? Listen. The only other way I can honestly think of right now, unless Kage makes it up, or Akasaka wants to go and hit us with the other crazy curveball and stuff. And I this is like literally like the decimals of possibility, because I don't know if Akasaka has the strength within him to do it. If Kaguya says some crazy stuff like I'm pregnant with Miyuki's kid because, you know, the ABCs and stuff, and you can't really trust them to go, you know, with protection the entire time. That is the only way that I can see them saving face from a logic standpoint. Because you can't harm the kid. That's going to be a success of the Shinomiya family. And you can't harm after Miyuki. Because if you do that, then it's going to be out in the open that you did something and you're screwed. That's the only way I can see something going on that they could use to their advantage. Unless they trick it or if it actually is. But at this point, I don't think it's going to be the case. So Miyuki's gonna have to find some other means. I don't see him saying that let's end it off here. There's no way. This story does not end with them not being together as a happy couple. All right, it does not. Akasaka, I promise you will not see the pearly gates. Like we'll have to square up. Ain't no way that happening. Okay, but it's like we know for a fact that Mikado is plotting something. He has to be. If he ends up somehow being a helping hand in all this, then I will forgive him. But right now, I don't trust it. I don't know how anyone could trust it. The whole phone call and stuff with the tea party and stuff, it told me all I needed to know, that he's doing something. The way you introduced him back into the story as a main part of the story, and then we're in the end game with the face off and stuff with Miyuki in the classroom, told me that this guy was going to be an antagonist. The only way I can see it being different is if Akasaka has another trick up his sleeve that I don't know about. And what exactly the plan is, we'll have to wait and see. But right now, man, I am praying to the man upstairs that he does not let Akasaka prosper in evil. And we get a godly moment from Miyuki on the phone saying, that's not happening. I'm putting your family in the dirt. And I'm taking you away from there. But we're getting a full color cover, so I don't know, man. Because I know Volume 24 is going to be coming out, although officially and stuff, if it hasn't already. But it's like, man, I'm either going to have a very good Christmas or a very horrible Christmas because of Kaguya-sama. Do you understand how messed up that is? That the holiday enjoyment, it hinges on whether or not Miyuki says what I wanted to say, which is I'm not letting things end here. Or they are, and then it's like I'm going to be in pain for another like 2 weeks to find out what's going to happen after. I don't know. But look, I need to calm myself because we have a very busy day today, and I need some kind of happiness in my life right now to balance out the sadness that this series just somehow, here, we'll just give it to you. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to this chapter, Kaguya-sama. Again, you tell me what you need to know or what you do know. Do you trust Mikado? Because if you do, I'm going to be surprised. Yeah, make it convincing. If you think Mikado is working alongside Kaguya to help her out, or whatever it may be, or there's something we don't know, whatever details you think it is, you let me know down in the comments, because you got to really convince me that Mikado is not a snake. And then this stuff afterwards, like, because there's no question. Well, it has to be because Kaguya's being set up with Mikado for an arranged marriage because of the positions both families are in and stuff. That's the only way I can see it. But what do you think happens next chapter? Do they actually break up and then it's like we get into the midst of how they're going to try and get them back after together, or does Miyuki declare war? The next chapter better say Miyuki Shirogane declares war. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it might be a part 2 or something, because I remember I think before we had a chapter that said before Miyuki Shirogane declares war. If it hasn't happened yet, and again, my head's already in solar system and stuff, but if he hasn't said that yet, if that next chapter isn't Miyuki Shirogane declares, and then it cuts off, and then the end of the chapter we see is declares war, then there's going to be one of my all-time favorite chapters of Kaguya-sama. And if it doesn't, then this is going to be one of the most depressing chapters, possibly even further worse than what I got with Tsubame and with Ishigami. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are you in pain as much as I am right now with all this? Do you feel the pain will continue on next week, or are we going to prosper? You let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Kaguya-sama week in, week out. This is the time right now, man. We are in the final arc. This is the time to be caught up and be here with me, man, for the weekly journey, because you're going to see a grown man potentially in tears, punching the air, screaming goat. Like, it's going to be happening plenty of times from now until the end of the story. So this is the time, man. Click on the bell at Shandora to stay up to date with everything goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys next week. I am presuming next week we are going to get that chapter. If not, let me know down in the comments exactly how the schedule is supposed to go out and stuff, because I think I saw something before, but I'll clarify after in the comments or the next video. But just know this, man. I will take down Akasaka if he brings harm to these characters any more than he has already. All right? The ocean is not going to part us for too long. I will swim there. The borders are allegedly closed like Wano. And guess what? I'm hopping that fence as I should. Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy. Yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team. Yeah, we going crazy.